Okay, so last week we had a real difficult movement. Okay, we had to do this very difficult two fishes movement where you put your weight onto one leg and then turn the hands round and then turn the hands back again. Really complex. You'll be pleased to know that today it's far easier. And this is called single whip. And so to do a single whip, for a start you need your hand and you make fingertips all touching, and then thumb touches that, and make sure your wrist is tucked down as well. If I do this, you can see it tense. Do that. That's one of my pet hates that people do this. Okay, the other thing is in traditional long fall, the arm is straight. In Ching, he changed it to curved. Not much difference, anything like that one. But the whole idea of it being straight is that it's extending. It's a single whip, so that's the handle of the whip. Okay, it's called a crane's beak. And it's used a lot in Kung Fu for pressure point strikes. The other hand just does a ward off. So it does that. But the only difference is that here you then drop the elbow into a push. So you go round, or you don't do that actually, but here you can do, and then you push. So put both together. Remember, a single whip, the name, that's the handle of the whip. And so from here you're turning, and then that's the crack of the whip at the end of it. Show you sideways on so you can see, or forwards, round, and then twist at the end of it. If you notice when you twist the hand, it just goes that way. Providing the elbow is lower than the wrist, that'll work. If it isn't, then there's a great tendency to want to do that. So don't do that. Keep the elbow slightly lower than the wrist, so it just flicks. Show you one more time. From here, turns. Okay, now we've got to put it together with the bit from last week. So we're in a push. You put your weight onto the back leg, thumbs facing downward. We've done that one. We practiced that a lot. Turn the waist, swap the hands. Put your weight onto the other leg. Turn the waist, swap the hands. Now it becomes very easy. With the right hand, it just straightens into your crane's beak. You turn the left hand up, like you've got the instructions on the inside of your hand. Yeah. So it extends. Isn't that beautiful? I'll show you again. Oh, let me show you. Ooh, which way? This way. So there, turn and swap. Weight on the other leg. Turn and swap back and then extend it. It's more than just doing that. You're pushing it till it changes. Next, you've got a bit of footwork to do. Okay, so the whole idea of this sequence is that you want to turn 180 degrees. You want to go behind you, and you can't because that foot's in the way. So instead of that, for this movement, they've got a very elaborate way of doing it. Okay, so what do you do in this one? You put your weight to that leg. That's the blocking foot, so you can't turn. So you turn it inward. Then you can put your weight onto this one, and draw it round, and then replace. And the last thing that happens is the back foot turns. If it doesn't turn, you ended up and you can't turn the body anymore. So it's got to rotate around in order for you to do that. Show you one more time. Here, turning, there, draw it round, step, turn the foot. One of the things to do is this, when you're turning round, if you notice, rather than just going, ooh, which way around will it be? Rather than just going here and then there, if you notice you've lost your balance here. So you want to avoid that, and the way you avoid it is to draw it round, step the heel first, and then you can rotate it. So all the time, you're in control of your balance. Then with the hands, it now makes sense because you're here like this one. Turn, draw it round, and if you notice, that hand stays where it is. This hand moves with it. Okay, so it stays in the center. Heel down, transfer the weight, and then flick at the end of it. So you've got this lovely crack of the whip at the end of it, where everything kind of finishes. Let me show you again. I'll show you this way around as it is in the form, so to speak. So you put your weight onto the back leg, turn. Weight on the other leg, turn back. Crane's beak, turn the hand. That arm balances you, that's why it's out of balance, because that arm balances you. Without it, it's difficult. Draw it round, step, and then single whip. One last thing I will say is that when you actually do the step, you don't want to step that way. I'll show you a reverse, so to speak. So you do this part, and classically, or this is, again, one of the problems is you do this one, think, oh, that's right, go this direction. But if you notice, you haven't gone far enough, so you're very balanced. So when you're drawing it round, you want to put the foot towards that side. So you want to go diagonally with it. Because then when you turn the waist, you turn the foot in, you should have your feet shoulder distance apart. So it stops you doing tightrope walk and Tai Chi. If I bring back that foot, I should end up shoulder distance apart. If not, then you've done it wrong. Okay, let's do it 3 times.